beautiful.
I'm Angela Matthews.
And I'm Cindy Jackson, and we're with Back to 30 Rejuvenation Centers, and we're here to talk about tips, tricks, and celebrity secrets. And today we're going to talk about the countdown to a better body with UltraShape Power.
So guys, we love body contouring. In fact, we were voted number one, or best of the upstate.
Number one.
But best of the upstate for body sculpting for a reason. We, as most people know who follow us, do cool sculpting. In fact, we're the largest in our area.
Yes.
We were the first in the upstate to do cool sculpting. But in addition to cool sculpting, because we have everything.
We do have everything.
We really do. In addition to that, we have something called UltraShape Power. Okay, UltraShape Power has, if you go to the non-biased reviews, as an example, Lipo Advisor, UltraShape Power is the highest rated for patient satisfaction in the non-biased reviews. UltraShape Power has the highest percent of fat reduction for the treatment, and the average fat reduction per area that's treated is 32%. That's huge.
It's gigantic. 32%. Can you imagine getting rid of 32% of fat today?
So it's awesome. Here's the best part, and I'm even going to read straight from the brochure.
I know.
Okay. Ultra easy, ultra painless, ultra shape. And we laugh about that really when you say, but it's true.
It is.
Okay, it doesn't hurt. So one of the things, maybe we need to talk a little bit about fat.
Yes, let's talk about fat, because most people don't understand how fat really is distributed in your body.
Okay.
I bet a lot of people don't think you have fat in your forehead. Well,
Yeah, well, most of us.
most of us.
Don't think about that. So basically the way it works is we have pretty much all the fat cells we're going to have by the time we're in adolescence. Okay. Now there are some exceptions to that. If we become obese, and let's talk about that for a minute, what that means. Definition of obesity relative to fat cells is this. The first thing you need to know is that every fat cell you have has the same percent fat in it. The fat cells on your forehead, if they're 10% full, so are the ones in your stomach, your arms, our glutes,
And our big toe.
and our big toe, right?
Yes.
They're 10% full. If they're 20%, they're all 20% full.
Yes.
So that's number one. Number two, we're pretty much done making fat cells unless we become obese. And obesity relative to fat cells means that the fat cells are full 40%. At that point, we start making new fat cells, and we all have our own distribution pattern. Cindy has her distribution pattern. I have my distribution pattern.
Yes.
Thankfully, my distribution pattern is primary distribution area is hidden with this table by design. And we tease about that a little bit, but some people go to thighs. Everyone's just different. And
That's
so
true.
think about this. If we're super honest with ourselves, when we gain or lose weight, our shape never changes. We are either a larger or smaller version of the same shape because those fat cells are like balloons. Bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. Okay, that's typically the way it works. So for some people, it's just bigger, bigger, bigger.
That's very true. If you think about it with all the dieting and so forth. And that's why this is such a great treatment, because it does capture those pockets of fat.
It does. And listen guys, couple of things. When we start treating fat, we want to change our shape. Okay, ultra shape.
Yes.
Think about this. Okay, this is not diet. This is a shape changer, because we've already talked about the fact our shape doesn't change with diet, just our size. So this is to change our shape. As an example, if we don't like the fact that our thighs, we feel like our thighs have been too large all of our lives, okay? Ultra Shape can change your shape so that your thighs are no longer the issue. If you haven't liked the fact that you have maybe a larger stomach than you like, okay, we can change your shape.
Or arms.
Arms is another one.
Or bra roll, because as we age as women, that's always a problem area.
And
Even if you work out, because I know that you work out a lot.
I do.
And we have a ton of clients who come in and talk about the same thing. They've gone to the gym, they're doing all the things, they're lifting weights, yet they have that little piece of fat back here that you just can't get rid of, that bra roll.
So I hate to admit this, and we kind of shared this a little yesterday, and I don't know if that video is still on there or not, but until either yesterday or right now, I'm going to share a secret that my husband probably doesn't even know. I am an exerciser. I exercise 4, 5, 6 days a week, and I'm pretty...
You're religious about it.
I am. This is super important. Health is super important. But I'm going to tell you guys something. now that I've gotten older, it's been very difficult for me around. I've always been super thin, like up through here, but not so much now. What I've noticed is that even when I put on, like a sports bra or a tighter tank top, I have that little bra roll and I don't like it. So I'm doing UltraShape right now, and I've done 2 treatments, and UltraShape is a series of 3 treatments. They take about an hour. They're super fast. They don't hurt. And I'm going to tell you that I can see a huge difference.
I agree with you. Well, and I'm doing UltraShape as well. I've done Cool Sculpting, and
Yes.
Cool Sculpting has worked, but what I found is UltraShape is easier. I'm liking the result better, and it's that little pocket of fat, and I'm actually doing it in the abdomen area. And it is in 2 treatments. And as the brochure shows, 3 comfortable treatments, 2 weeks apart, and 1 slimmer you.
3, 2, 1.
So we actually are both at the same pace right now with our treatments, but I am loving the results.
And our 3rd treatment we're going to do on Monday.
Yes.
And look, guys, we love it. So let's even talk about how it works, or better yet, maybe we need to talk a little bit about what areas we can treat and then how it works.
Yes.
What do you think?
Let's do the areas first.
So let's talk about the different places for fat. First of all, we have fat, that what we call superficial fat. Okay, that is fat that sits closer to the skin. That is fat that sits on top of our muscle. Okay, that's superficial fat. So that fat is real squishy. So like if you're going to the arm, if you've got squishy fat on your arm, if you're a guy, and I'm not going to do this here for obvious reasons.
Squishy fat on your love
handle,
handles.
you can do that.
Yeah.
If you're a guy and you have, if you feel like you need a bra and you're a guy and you don't like that,
Yeah.
we've got squishy fat on the breast area, pec area. We can treat that.
We can throw that bra away.
We can. If you have inner thighs that are squishy, we can do that. If you have outer thighs that are squishy, we can work on that. And if you have an abdomen or a stomach that's squishy, we can work on that. Now that's all superficial fat. And if you think about it though, I like to use my dad as an example. My dad is so awesome. And if you look at him, he looks super athletic. He just has that build. He's tall and athletic. However, he has a tiny little stomach. Okay, but my dad would not be a good candidate, or even a candidate at all. Okay, there's nothing squishy on my dad anywhere. He's got a little tummy, but if you touch it, it's as hard as this table that we're sitting at, because the fat that he has on his stomach is visceral fat.
Yes.
Okay, visceral means it's around the organ. And if it's around the organ, that means it's under the muscle and we can't get to it. And it would not matter if we were doing a tummy tuck, if we were doing liposuction, if we were doing Cool Sculpting, UltraShape. Nothing works for visceral fat other than just diet. So what UltraShape can work on is anything soft and squishy on top of the muscle.
So the best part about what we're talking about today is we are going to give an UltraShape away. And I love when we do giveaways.
So here's what we need to do, guys. We need to get a combination of 50 responses. It can be 50 shares. It can be 50 positive, wonderful comments. It can be 25 of each. But if we don't care, but if we can get to 50, and with all the shares, and then what we're going to do is we're going to draw from those people who participate live. Okay, so you guys can see.
Yep. So 1 week from today, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. But we have, 48 hours to get the 50. So if you think about it, share this with your friends. Talk about a great Christmas gift you can give to yourself. This is just the most awesome treatment, and it really doesn't hurt. In fact, whenever I had mine done the last 2 times, I could almost fall asleep while the treatment was being done.
Let's think about it. Ultrasound.
Yeah.
This is utilizing ultrasound technology, and here's how it works. Okay, ultrasound's been around for a long time, and if you can think about it, ultrasound was around for women who are having babies. You can use ultrasound to look at the baby that's inside the mother's stomach and take a peek. Now, it used to, you could kind of see it, you could kind of make it out. You really needed kind of a trained eye to be able to tell. Now they've gotten so great at ultrasound technology that you can literally see what almost looks like a picture. You can see what your baby looks like before the baby's even here, which is amazing. Okay, that's technology.
That is.
However, set at a different frequency is very common for chiropractors, for physical therapists, for some pain management doctors to have a frequency of ultrasound, okay, that changes the permeability of the cell wall. because a lot of people don't realize this, but our cells have to exchange fluid to be healthy. And we can alter the exchange of fluid by altering the permeability, or the rate which fluid can be exchanged between the cell wall. And when you do that, you can accelerate healing in muscles and tendons and ligaments. So a lot of the professionals I was talking about will use ultrasound to help heal for athletes or people that have had other injuries. This is an ultrasound technology that's set at a different frequency that is literally designed to shake and vibrate the membrane of only the fat cell. It doesn't harm blood vessels or any other tissue. It specifically targets the membrane of the fat cell so that it implodes and lets the fat leak out. And then the garbage collectors, which we refer to, are the macrophages, or phages. People say it a little differently.
They do. That we refer to as garbage collectors.
Yes, they come haul that nasty stuff away that we don't want. And it does it at a very specific level. So UltraShape targets, the new UltraShape Power targets 1.3 centimeters below the surface of the skin. Okay, that's treatment number one. Then what happens is we have fat here and we have fat here, and now we have a little air pocket. So what we're going to do is we've got to give it a week or two for this fat level to fall down on this fat level. And then we come back and do it again, treatment number two. And then same thing, it's 1.3 centimeters, and then we give that a week or two, and then we do treatment number three. And you can lose a lot. So if you've got this, look, sometimes we have all different kinds of clients, right? Patients.
We do.
And we love every one of them. So some people look like this pin with a little tummy like this, okay? So that person that has a little tiny spot isn't going to lose a lot of inches.
No, they're not, but they are going to change their shape.
So I was going to say least, what we've had least is about 3/4 of an inch on a person like I was describing, but they're so tiny. On the reverse of that, on the opposite end of that spectrum,
Someone who's as large as maybe this.
That's right. Does that can lose a lot. Even as an example, Britton, who is the manager at one of our locations here in Greenville, she lost an inch per treatment. So at the end of her 3 treatments, she had lost 3 inches. Now she's pregnant now, so you're not going to be able to tell that.
Right.
But you can have a significant amount of weight loss, and it's, well, I don't want to say weight loss, inch loss, shape change.
Exactly.
Okay.
So think about
it. It doesn't hurt. It hurts as little as a person getting an ultrasound that's pregnant. They don't feel it.
No, you don't. So if you think about it, 30% fat loss with 3 treatments done 2 weeks apart. How awesome is that? And on top of it, we have a giveaway.
Right. So please talk about this, share, come in. Our consultations are always free. We love what we do. We think we have the best job on the planet, the best team members ever. We were the first to bring this technology into the state.
Absolutely.
We pride ourselves on being the first. But the best part about Back to 30 is we have pretty much every option that works.
We do. So as we always say, 90 days,
no surgery,
real results. And we do mean it. We do a 90-day makeover, and we always end up having great results with our clients.
And we'd love to see, look guys, we would love to be able to do UltraShape on you guys. We'd love to be able to see some before and afters. And if you guys are excited and you're proud of your results and you want them on our website, we'd love to have it.
Absolutely.
Share, comment,
like,
we draw,
and
you
then
win.
Exactly. Talk about a great Christmas present.
Thanks guys for joining us. Let us know what you guys want us to do too, what you want to hear about. We want to tell you guys whatever you want to know.
Absolutely. Goodbye, beautiful.
Back to 30, join the fight. Cut out the signs of aging without using a knife. If what used to be north is going south at high speed, declare a war on poverty.